Picture this. You're lying in bed, binging another terrible reality TV show when suddenly, ding, you get an email notification. Do you A, race to your phone and check it to see if it's a big brand deal opportunity, or do you B, ignore it because you seriously need to find out which D-list celebrity is going to make it to the next round? If you're still trying to choose between A and B, this video is for you. I've mentioned this before that I run an influencer marketing agency, and when we're conducting outreach for a new campaign, we oftentimes will email 50 to 100 influencers to gauge whether they're interested in collaborating with that brand. So by now, I've probably exchanged tens of thousands of emails with influencers, and there are three main mistakes that I see creators make over and over again. Number one is responsiveness. In my experience, there is a high correlation between the influencers that replied to emails within a few hours and how seamless that partnership will ultimately be. Look, I get that you don't want to constantly keep an eye on your inbox, but you can work smarter, not harder. For example, you can get alerts in Gmail for certain keywords like, let's say, sponsorship or partnership, collaboration, or even the word paid, right? And ensure that those emails get sent to your priority inbox. Or what about hiring a virtual assistant part-time to triage your email inbox and alert you about important messages? It's actually a lot more affordable than people realize. Maybe they're not doing it 8 hours a day, but they can check in for 20-minute blocks, let's say 3 times a day for a total of 1 hour, right? You can find VAs that will do this for, let's say, $15 an hour. Look, it's important to understand how influencer campaigns come together. When the brand or agency is reaching out to you, that means that they're pretty far down the path of execution, right? If it's the brand, that person already got their manager's approval. If it's an agency, they've already got the brand's approval. And typically when that approval comes, it's go time, right? They don't want to wait 3 or 4 days to hear back from you, right? If they emailed, let's say 50 or 75 people, who do you think they're going to give priority to? The people that email them back right away so they can get this thing going. Also, by not responding for days, you're basically telling them that if they were to hire you every single time they email you, they're going to have to wait 3 to 4 days to hear back. And that's simply not going to cut it. Well, you might say, well, yeah, but if I were hired on the campaign, I would be more timely. But they don't know that, right? The timeliness of your first communication is all they have to go off of. You need to treat that moment with the gravity it deserves. I want to mention one other thing, which is that if you have a manager, make sure that you have some sort of agreement with them in place about how quickly they're going to respond. You might think, well, but wait, isn't that the manager's job to handle all that? That's why I hired them. You would think so. But two things happen a lot. Either the influencer responds quickly and says, okay, yeah, I'm super interested. I'm CCing my manager, but then the manager doesn't respond for multiple days. Or two, it's clearly a manager's email address in the creator's business inquiries field, but no one ever responds and we have to follow up. That's honestly the worst because we have no idea if the creator even knows that we're trying to bring them an opportunity. Just make sure that you do your due diligence when adding people to your team to help manage your creator business. The second mistake influencers make when brands email them is they fail to answer every single question the brand or agency asks them. Remember when I said that we're emailing a ton of creators to see who might be interested in a campaign? And let's say that there's multiple things that we need to know. For example, what is your age? What is the ages of your kids? Where do you live? Or especially, do you have affinity for that product? Have you already posted about the brand organically? If so, can you send us a few of those links? Right? The chances of the brand picking you are going to go way up if they know that you're already a fan. I'm going to be real with you. More than 50% of the time, I didn't stutter. 50% of the time, influencers either don't answer any of the questions or only answer some of them, which means that we have to follow up with them, which means that's more emails multiplied by however many creators didn't answer everything. Your number one job is to make it easy for them. So if you illustrate that you have incredible attention to detail, answer all of their questions, and even if they didn't ask for it, you send them a link to a piece of content that you made months ago talking about the brand, you are going to instantly zoom to the top of their list of creators that they're going to recommend to their manager, or if it's an agency, to their client. And the third mistake I see influencers make when brands email them is they don't follow up. So let's say you did a great job, right? You responded within a couple hours, you were very professional when you negotiated, the brand or the agency seemed really upbeat, and generally there were good vibes all around, right? Well, then what? They probably said, okay, we're gonna, think everything through, or if it's an agency, we're gonna circle back with the brand and we'll let you know. And then nothing. Probably less than 5% of creators follow up at this point. Most people think, well, I don't want to bother them. If they really want to move forward with me, then they'll reach out, right? While that can be true, you should use this downtime as a creator to illustrate how good of a partner you would be on this campaign. You're probably right. What's likely happening is they just haven't selected which influencers they're going to move forward with yet. But if they're trying to decide between you and someone else who has a similar following as you, similar audience demographics, right? But you were the one who followed up with them 2 or 3 times over the last month, which influencer do you think they're going to go with? Probably you, right? You seem the most interested. You're definitely the most communicative, which, let me tell you, is a huge part of what makes a collaboration successful. I can't tell you how many deals we've done where it was like pulling teeth to get every single thing from the creator, right? It took multiple emails to get their concept from them that the brand could review before they shot. It took multiple emails to get drafts of their content for review, multiple back and forth emails for them to implement simple edits to their content that the brand asked for, right? Those are all the little details that go into a partnership that brands and agencies think about. So if you can show them at the very beginning that you're going to be super easy to work with, it'll be a no-brainer decision for them to hire you. So I'm curious, do you have any tips or tricks that have helped you increase your brand deal close rate? Let me know in the comments, then hit subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when my next video comes out. And by the way, do you want brand deal intel? Every week I send out new sponsorship opportunities for creators on my email list, so make sure to sign up for free.